Alright, YouTube, aka the world, this is just a little how-to video. Just wanted to give a little help for anyone who's trying to remove the heater core for a 66 Chevy Impala, non-air conditioned, no AC, unless you've got the 260 thing going on, which I'm sure you do. And this might work for the 65 Impala as well. I don't know if this is for a 66. And I thought I'd do this because sometimes I look for, little how-tos on how to do something for this car, and just to get a better idea of what I need to do. And thought I'd send this out in case people are doing the same thing for this. Anyway, there's a stud here, 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 and here. You'll need to use a 7/16 to take it off, and these little cap nuts, I guess you could say. I don't know if there's a specific technical term, but anyway, 7/16 to take it off for there, and there's some bolts back here that you'll need to take off. Some hardware down there, from another stud, and a couple, I think 2 bolts back there. It's a bit of a pain to get to, so what you could do, I would recommend doing, because I haven't seen any other way to do it. So you need to lift the car and take the wheel off. Asking what do you need to do that for? Well, you got to take this guy off, and this is the wheel well. You'll use a 1/2 inch socket to take off the bolts lining the lip here. I took those top 2 here, 1/2 inch as well. Those 4 right there, 4 holes, they are mounted to this block here, or that bar, I guess, I don't know. And that's on the engine bay side. Once you got them loosened, you're going to pull this away from the body of the car. You're going to jam this block of wood, not this one, but A, I guess, and that way to keep it open. And then you can have access to the other stuff that you need to take off. One thing I suggest doing, or what I did, might be helpful, is run your finger along the lip of the cover there, and you'll feel where any of the remaining hardware is at. I believe there's 3 you'll need to take off on here, on this side. And there's a tricky one at the very, where are we at? Very, very top of this. And you might be able to take it off by sitting on your butt and going at it with the 7/16. But what I found easier, a bit more accessible, was to lie on the fender of the car, my belly on the fender, and basically plank the fender, I guess you could say. And then, since I was in a better position, I'd reach around and grab my sockets and ratchet and fish for the remaining bolt that's up top, because that bolt is about right in here somewhere, right up in here, past this. So it's a bit of fishing you got to do. So just feel around for that. Once you got that taken care of, it'll be pretty loose, and you'll see it coming loose over time. What I did here is grab my screwdriver, pried it open a little, and loosen that. You're not going to be able to take it all the way off, because it doesn't need to be taken all the way off. And then the next step is to go inside the car. And go inside the car, yes, to take off more crap. Once you're here, you're going to want to take off the glove box and take out the glove box. So you'll have your door, open it up, and there'll be 3 screws, screw here, here, and here. Phillips head. Use it short, or maybe an attachment to your ratchet, which is what I did. Those 3 screws are here. There's a screw here on the opposite side over here, and here as well. The box itself just pushes right out and comes out this way. Bring it down from underneath over here, side to the side, and then you'll have access to this connector here just pull it off, or maybe use a screwdriver, kind of pry it off. Either way, just get it out of the way. Once that's disconnected, you're going to want to reach around up in here, and you're going to want to pull away. This is what I did. Came up underneath here. There we go. Came up underneath, just pulled straight out, pulled towards yourself, towards you, and it should come out. You want to do is pull out towards you because of the studs that are here. And once it's out, it'll still be connected. It'll be about right here. What you want to do is pull it out as much as you can, and then you'll see this cable attached. This cable that you want to remove, it'll be closest towards you, or if you want to think about it, closest towards the kick panel or closest towards the door, you know. You want to take that off, and that cable will be attached to this thing right here, this pin. In case you're wondering why it looks a little different than yours, I took this bracket off. Do not take the bracket off. That's completely a waste of time. And you're going to want to take this off. This cable has an eyelet on it, and it's hard to see. You're going to take that off by, this is what I did. You're going to grab something, say a screwdriver or something. I used a stripper here, just as a fulcrum, and basically push down on it and it popped it off. When you're going to do that, do make sure and put your hand over the top of it, because there's this little cap, as you can see in my hand here, that's on top of it. If you don't put your hand over that, it will go flying off. This is under some tension. I mean, check that out. See? Yeah. And luckily I had the foresight to put my hand over that, saw that coming, kind of thing. So once that's off, it'll come and swing around over here. Don't worry about taking this cable off. It's kind of necessary. Just get it out here. You'll see the Heatercore, and you'll see this spongy thing here, this foam thing here. Lift straight up, and it might be a little snug, but take it off. Just straight up. Don't tear it in. Don't tear it up, rather. And you'll see this bracket here, okay? Take that bracket off using a 5/16 socket, and once the bracket's off, you just pull out, lift up, and there you go. Once that's out, say the hell with you, leaky Heatercore, and be glad you got something down there. There's a bracket here. Don't worry about that. You might want to get a shop vac, vacuum up some of the crap that's in here. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Then just grab your new Heatercore, slide it right in. I got this at O'Reilly's for $42. They didn't have it in stock. You might want to call around and see who has it. This is a Murray brand Heatercore. It has a lifetime warranty. Thought that was pretty cool. $42. The design's a bit better because on the original, this tube is pressed in. From what I can see, this is I guess you could say welded in or soldered in. I'm not sure how it's done, but it seems to be aluminum. Anyway, that's in. And just like all Haynes manuals, which we all love Haynes, I know you do because I know I do. And if you work on cars, you just love Haynes. But just like Haynes will say, installation is reverse of removal. But before you remove that, one thing is you might want to get some weather stripping for this here, around here, and you'll want some weather stripping, you know, right over here on the outside that covers that, because as you'll see when you take it off, it's just going to come crumbling off. You could use rope caulking. You can get it at your local hardware store, Home Depot, Ace, Lowe's, I guess whatever's regional and convenient. Stuff's pretty cheap from what I've seen. Haven't gotten it yet, but people have used that. It's just a few bucks, like $8, $6. And anyway, you'll want to do that. Get that weather stripping and put that in. You could probably get away with it, but I would recommend it. You know, the whole monsoon season might come in if you're in the Pacific Northwest, so that might be an issue. Either way, I'd go ahead and put it in anyway. because, well, you should do it because you don't want water accumulating in here and back in there and more problems, etc., etc. And I believe that's about it. So, overview, I believe a 7/16 for the engine bay side, 1/2 inch for the wheel well, a 5/16 for this bracket that would go here, and screwdriver, Phillips head for here. And in case I didn't mention it, when you pull this off, the door here, you want to have it down, and then you want to swing it towards this way, towards the door, the passenger door, and then it comes right out. So kind of like down, swing, pull, really easy, very easy. Don't worry about it. And I guess if you're down here, look for any extra crap that's lying around from being around for so long. I don't know what you'll find. I found a rattlesnake skin, or not rattlesnake, it's just a snake skin in the back seat once. Yeah, it had been sitting for a while, long while. But anyway, go ahead and happy Heatercoring, I guess you could say. Alright, I think that's about it. Don't mind the mess. That's an old car and projects, and yeah, there's probably all kinds of stuff here. Anyway, later guys, and later gents, later gals, later everyone.